What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Let's play the Battlefield 1 Open Beta Part 1. Here we are in the menu screen for the Battlefield 1 Open Beta. I'm going to go ahead and show off all of the options in this game. There's not a lot of options, but I'm also going to show off all of the classes and all of their weapons, because there's a whole lot of different guns and different things like that I really can't show off in like one of the other gameplay videos because it'll take way too long. And as you can see here on the home screen, it will say happy whatever day this is, and your gamer tag or PSN name or Steam, Origin, whatever your PC name, whatever it is, whatever you're using. And you got shortcuts down your server browser, favorite servers, and then options. Those are just a shortcut set of having to go through this. This is a experimental thing that obviously they're not going to use in the Battlefield 1 beta, but what it is, Battlefield 4 already has it, is if you have these games saved onto your, I assume on your PC, if you have them installed on your PC, if you have them installed digitally on your, it may work with a disc, but I think it would work better if you have the digital versions of Battlefield 4 Hardline and Battlefield 1. You can use this screen here to just jump to that game immediately. Obviously you can't do that in Battlefield 4 because Battlefield 1 isn't released yet. I assume that's how you can get to career as well. You can watch videos and see the news and all that kind of stuff. You can see here with the multiplayer screen, you got Conquest, Rush on the same map. There is only one map in the game. It's Sinai Desert. Then you got your server browser. We can't see the campaign of the soldier right now. I assume because it's the beta, the store that you can use to pre-order the game or buy any DLC when the game comes out. And then you got more, you got About, which is just the end-user license agreement, the terms of service, and the privacy and cookie policy. If you want to read those, and then we'll go to the options menu. Like I said, there's not a whole lot, but there is enough that it is kind of worth showing. You can see vibration, invert vertical look, so that's just your up and down axis, your vehicle aim, enable relative controls in vehicles with turrets, default and lefty buttons only, so that would be off. I'm not sure, that doesn't, maybe, oh, okay, maybe that's in the control schemes. Your invert vertical flight, so that would invert the up-down axis in special air vehicles. Soldier left right stick sensitivity, vehicle left right stick sensitivity, soldier zoom sensitivity, and uniform soldier aiming. All of this is default. I didn't change any of this. And then you got your controller scheme, so toggle chase camera, distract SP, or so your scoreboard is the touchpad in the middle. Your options pulls up your pause menu, or your options menu. It's not a pause menu, but it's an options menu. You can, I guess you can hold it for your scoreboard, or you just press for the menu, the options button. R2 fires, L2 zooms, L1 throws the grenade, R1 is spot communication. Sadly, you cannot change those. They're locked the way they are, at least in the beta. I hope in the full release you can change those, but for right now you have to use R2 to fire and L1 to zoom. Triangle, toggle primary weapon. Square, reload, interact. X is jump or use your parachute. Shoot, crouch, or prone if you hold it with the circle button. Right stick is look up, down, look left, right, or melee attack if you click in and use R3. Your left stick is L3 if you click in and sprint. It's left strafe left to right, and then walk forward, backward with the stick. Right or left D-pad is toggle gadget 1. Bottom down D-pad is cycle fire mode. Right D-pad is toggle gadget 2. Toggle weapon light is top D-pad, and then you can change these to veteran, which these are more Call of Duty controls that changes your melee to circle and your crouch and prone to R3. You got lefty, which just swaps the triggers, and then you got lefty veteran, which is just swaps your triggers and then does the Call of Duty, changes the circle in the R3. And you get your soldier sticks. You got your left-handed legacy, which ties basically everything to your Huh. Let me see. Move right, left. Wow. I don't know how you'd be able to use that. Huh. And then you got your left-handed legacy, and then you got your ground vehicles. It veteran ties everything to L1, R1, and then R1, the firing and the braking. Let me see, actually. Move forward, fire. That's actually probably what I would leave it on, but I wouldn't want to get confused. Jump out of the vehicle and get confused. Let me go back and show the default really quickly. You can use the touchpad of your scoreboard options for the scoreboard or your menu. R2 fires, L1 zooms, L1 self repairs, R1 spot communications, triangle is switch weapons, X is switch seats, circle does nothing. Square reloads, enters exit vehicle, enter or exit the vehicle. Right stick aim up down, aim left right, toggle chase camera with R3 button. Left stick turn right left, throttle brake, or oh yeah, you can just use that to move forward and backwards. Or if you're throttling the brake as well. The D-pad, left D-pad toggle gadget 1, bottom D-pad self repair. Right D-pad, toggle gadget 2. Up on the D-pad is also an alternate zoom. And then you can see what it changes with veteran, lefty, lefty veteran, and then default again with ground vehicle sticks, lefty, legacy, lefty, or legacy lefty, and then that. Air vehicle buttons. Everything's basically the same except R1 is pitch up, down, or no, not R1. Right stick is pitch up, down, with up and down, pitch left and right. But push up it pitches down, push down pitches up, roll left to right, pushing left to right, or roll right or left. If you push right, I guess if you push left it rolls right. If you push right it rolls left. That's default. And then you got your throttle up down with the left stick, up and down, and then yaw right or left with the left stick, left or right. Or if you left, yaw's right, right, yaw's left. And then you got veteran, which ties everything, or ties the throttle up down to L2, and I guess gives you R2 with the throttle up as well. And you got lefty veteran, and the air sticks, lefty, legacy. You can see what those do. Legacy, lefty, and then default. All these are default. I haven't touched any of them. And then you got your zoom sensitivity. This is for fine-tuning the aiming sensitivity of the soldier weapon when in zoom using 1.00 times magnification. It is applied multiplied by the soldier zoom sensitivity selected in the base options. And so all of these are, you can see what they do. I'm not going to read off every single one, but you can see what they do and the different magnifications for them. Everything in here is default as well. I didn't change any of this stuff. The coefficient fine-tune the uniform soldier aiming if enabled in the base options. Greater value results in a higher sensitivity at higher value levels. Again, this is all default. I didn't touch any of this. Then you got gameplay, show the HUD. Chat log is off by default. I went ahead and turned it on. Just to see what it does. The inventory was default off. I turned it on. Crosshair color is default. Your kill log is choose to show your kill log where every kill from all players in the game are shown. You can either show or hide that, show or hide this. Vehicle seat info. Critical messages, share user data is sadly off, but is sadly on by default, but I turned it off. Stationary weapon. Is everything except for the usage data, and then these two, the chat log and the inventory on this portion is default. actually everything on this page here is default. So everything, the enemy soldier opacity, friendly soldier opacity, objective icon opacity, minimap size. Actually, I think I might bump that up just a little bit. It's kind of small. Never mind. I won't get it too big. I'll just leave it like that for now. You rotate with view. You rotate the map with view. Texture, opacity. So all this. And then here, yeah, you just push the button to sprint. Or hold it. I guess press button. I don't know if there's a difference or not. I double tap forward to sprint. You got your weapon zoom, steady scope, soldier auto leaning, soldier auto peek, plane chase, aim assist, slow down, reload, hint system. Everything on this screen is default again. I didn't change any of this, and you can see that everything just basically no, yes. And you got your audio. You can only keep it with English voiceover. You can change your master volume. Your dynamic range goes from war tapes, TV, hi-fi, home cinema, headphones, Logitech Pro G headset, or war tapes. I think it's TV by default. I changed it to war tapes. I changed every Battlefield game to war tape because it sounds a lot nicer. Your output, you can either do surround or stereo. Voice over IP, which is choose to listen and speak to your squad. It's not default on. I haven't heard too many people use microphones, so I just leave it on anyway. Game announcer voice. You can turn this on or off. If you turn it on, you'll hear the announcer's voice. If you turn it off, you will hear the soldiers, like yourself and your teammates, like call out if you've captured a flag or taken over an objective in rush or whatever. I leave it on just because it's a lot easier to hear if something's being taken over or whatever. My team speaks my language. You can either turn that on or off. I leave it on. I believe it was default on. That's default subtitles. And then the language subtitles, I think that might have been off, but I turned it on, so you can either do female or male. For the first game on Rush, or on Conquest, I'll leave it for female, but then I'll change it for Rush. I'll change it to male just to listen to it. Then you got your video, got your brightness, which I left default. Field of view was at default 60. I bumped it up to 85. This is actually only one of the few console games that has a field of view slider. It goes all the way up to 105, and then that's vertical, and horizontal is 120. I'm gonna bump it back down to 85. And you got vehicle, third person field of view. It might have been actually 55, but I just left it. I left the field of view for the soldiers is that, and the vehicle, third person field of view, I just left it default. Adds, apply the player selected field of view skill when aiming down. Iron sights 2 only affects multiplayer. That's default on. Motion blur, I want to say this was at like 20 or something like that, but I brought it all the way down to 0 because it looks nicer. Controls of if the first person zoomed weapons will be blurred or not. I think I left that on default. And then you got your colorblind options, your however you pronounce that one, Deuteranopia, Tritanopia, Protanopia, and then off. You can see what the colors, everything looks like. And yeah, so that's all of the options. So I'm going to go ahead and load up let me see. Figure out what I'm doing. I'll load up a Conquest, and I want to show off the tracked medals. So these are the medals that you can, these are the only medals that I can track right now. So you got your Lightning Cross, focus on semi-automatic handguns, get 50 kills with the semi-pistols, get 10 headshots with semi-pistols, and a life, get 8 kills with semi-pistols, and if you do all of those, then you get the Lightning Cross order. This focuses on the rush game mode, play 5 rounds, win 3 rounds, and arm 15 objectives. The Crimson Heart, perform supportive tasks with your team, do 10 team assists, do 10 suppression assists, and then do 50 spot assists. Legion of the Wolf, stay alive with your squad, do 50 squad spots, do 20 squad revives, get 10 squad spawns. Then Legion of Glory, crap, No, not yet. Do 10 squad repairs, do 10 squad heals, do 20 squad resupplies. And then you can see here, I am the Ottoman Empire this time, and then you can see the different squads. Apples, Butter, Charlie, Duff, Edward, Freddy, Harry, Ink, and Johnny. This one is locked, so I wouldn't be able to get into it. I can switch teams if I want to. It doesn't really matter which one I pick, because I'm not going to actually be doing gameplay right now. I'm just going to show off the classes. So you have Assault, Medic, Support, and then Scout. And we'll go back to the Assault, and we'll look at the guns. This is the MP-18 Trench. You can see some information about it, and then the damage, accuracy, hip fire, control, rate of fire, fire modes, ammunition. The left is how much you hold in each clip, and then the maximum amount of ammo you can hold on you. On the right, you can see the service stars you have with it, and then I guess that's damage drop and bullet drop. Damage drop off is the solid line, and the bullet drop is the little dashes. And that kind of gives you an idea. The damage drop off is how many meters away you are, and then the bullet drop is like how far the bullet will go before it drops. And then you can see the MP-18 experimental. You can see it changes you get more control and accuracy with it, but it drops the hip fire ability of it. And you can buy this with, I guess if you get 2 service stars with this rifle, you can spend 40 warbucks, which you get 90 every time you level up. And you can buy that if you want to. You can get the MP-18 artillery, which has a little bit less control, a little bit less accuracy than the experimental version, but I believe it has more than the regular one. But I don't play this class, so I don't bother with it. The Automatico M1918 Trench. You can see the damage is a lot lower, and the accuracy is a lot lower, and the control's a lot lower, but the hip fire is a lot higher, and the rate of fire is a lot higher. It only holds 25 bullets, and you can see the damage in, I believe the white line is the gun that you're currently using, and then the yellow line is this new weapon. So that you can compare everything, and obviously red is worse than the one that you're using, and green is better than the one that you're using. And you can see the factory version, so nothing really changes there. And that's all of the guns you can unlock in the beta. You can see there's a lot more rifles and variations of those rifles, but they're only available in the full game. Then you got your M1911 default pistol. It's the bullet drop, and then the damage drop there. Then you got the P08 pistol. Yeah, the damage is worse, and the bullet drop-off is a lot worse, so I don't bother using it. Then you got Gadget, you got Dynamite, which I assume is like C4 in this game. You've got AT Mine, and then you got your attack rocket gun, and then you got the anti-tank grenade. This is all default, by the way. The frag grenade, gas grenade, impact grenade, incendiary grenade, mini grenade, smoke grenade, light anti-tank grenades. There, I just used the default frag grenades. You got your club. You can see the damage with that, and the spike club, trench mace, hatchet, pickaxe, and then you got your shovel. Probably should use the shovel because the damage is a lot more, but you can see some of these other things will damage like tanks and other things like that, like barbed wire and different stuff like that. And then that's the assault class. So then we'll look at the medic class, the C. Regotti factory, and you can see the damage and how much ammo it holds. And then you got your artillery version and how it stacks up. You know, it's got a little bit more accuracy. And then your Selbstditer M1916 sharpshooter, and then you got the artillery version of it. And then the M1907 SL automatic, and then you can see how it stacks up with the original, or with the Cell Regotti factory. I don't use the medic class, so I don't use these. The pistols are going to be the same. You got your gadget, medical syringe, medical crate, bandage pouch, rifle, grenade fragmentation, rifle, grenade smoke, rifle, grenade high explosive. I assume that's like the grenade launcher. And you got your bandage pouch, your grenades, which I think every class has the same grenades, as well as the clubs are basically the same, except yeah, I think everything's the same. Crap, not that one. Back to this one. And then you got your support classes, just the one that I use the most. This is the default one, the Lewis gun, low weight. You can see the low damage, but it's got better accuracy and control. And the bullet drop off and accuracy is a lot better. The M1909 Benet, I think that's Merci Light Infantry, and the M1909 Gunner. Huh, this one's actually better. Might have to switch back to it. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Might actually have to switch back to that one. Then you got the Madsen MG Light Infantry, which is the one I use, and the MG15NA Suppressor, and then the Light Infantry, which is better than the one I'm currently using. I think maybe the damage is the same across all of them. Oh well, the suppressor one is definitely better in accuracy, but maybe actually it's not better than the gunner. But you can see it costs 40 warbucks to buy this. And you got your sidearms again. The P08 pistol is the same. Then you got your gadgets. You got a tripwire bomb, a high explosive, tripwire bomb gas, tripwire bomb incendiary, ammo crate, ammo pack. The ammo pack is default. The ammo crate is what you get after using this class for a little while. The tripwire bomb is basically like a claymore. They just trip over the wire, then it blows them up if they're close enough. Then you got your ammo crate, which is different. You can see once placed, this ammo crate will resupply players in the vicinity. Small ammo pouch that can be used to instantly resupply players, but obviously the crate's going to be able to last a lot longer and resupply more people. Same grenade, same club. And then you got your sharpshooter. The Russian 1895 marksman is the default. Then you got your rifleman, the Gewehr 98 sharpshooter marksman, the SMLE Mark III sharpshooter, carbine, and the Gewehr M95 rifleman. Pistol's going to be the same. Flare gun flash, spotting scope that can be used to look across cover safely and to mark enemies for your squad mates. So this flare shoots projectiles which reveal enemies in their vicinity. Huh, that's actually pretty decent. The K bullets, armor-piercing bullets fired out of the primary rifle. These bullets are only effective at close range and with multiple shooters. And you got your spotting scope, I guess, if you wanted to use that. And grenades in the club are all going to be the same. So they're going to be the same, other than the looks for the different classes. Everything's going to be the same across both the British Army, which is who the Ottoman Empire is fighting. You can see how many warbucks I have. Actually, I didn't actually realize you could see that. I have 1,510 warbucks, and I'm like, actually, let me. I'm not sure if it even says what rank I am. I'm gonna go ahead and back out though, just to get back to the main menu, so nothing happens. But yeah, so like I said, the British Army and then the Ottoman Empire is the two factions that you play in this game. But that's all of the classes, the options and all that out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I think you're watching. Next time I'll do Conquest, just one round of Conquest, and then I'll try to do an attacker and a defender for both sides, because Rush is really, it's different. You know, if you're the attackers and the defenders, it's a lot different with the different things you get. And anyway, so again, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I'm actually ranked 19, by the way, so I'm sure you can see that, saw that already, but I didn't realize you could see it there. And then you can see the little progress wheel turns yellow the more experience points you have in that rank. But anyway, again, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Thank you for watching. Until next time, later.